When you picture Roman art, you probably imagine those powerful marble statues in museums. But here's the secret. Much of what we call Roman art is deeply rooted in Greek tradition. The Romans admired Greek art's beauty and perfection, and when they conquered Greece, they brought back shiploads of Greek statues and pottery. Wealthy Romans filled their homes with these treasures, signaling sophistication and culture. This cultural borrowing defined Roman art, blending conquest with deep respect for Greek achievements. The Romans didn't just collect Greek art, they copied it. Many famous Greek statues survive today only as Roman marble copies. These copies preserved Greek genius for new audiences, but the Romans added their own twist: realism. While Greeks idealized the human form, Romans wanted their portraits to look like real people. Wrinkles, flaws and all. This mix of Greek idealism and Roman realism created a unique hybrid style. Roman art could celebrate both the divine perfection of gods and the rugged faces of real politicians. That's what makes Roman art so compelling. It's both a tribute to the past and a bold new vision. The Romans were not just imitators, they were innovators, shaping an art form that was distinctly their own. Their art tells a story of cultural exchange, adaptation, and transformation. It's a visual dialogue between two great civilizations, and it's this blend that gives Roman art its enduring power. In Rome, art was never just decoration, it was a tool of power. Roman emperors knew how to use art to send a message. Statues, coins, and buildings were symbols of victory, authority, and the emperor's divine right to rule. When a new emperor took power, his image appeared everywhere, introducing him to millions who'd never meet him. The statue of Augustus of Prima Porta is a perfect example. Augustus stands tall, barefoot like a god, his breastplate showing a great victory. This wasn't just a portrait, it was a story of peace, power, and divine favor. Emperors used art to shape their image. Augustus always appeared young and strong, even as he aged. This wasn't vanity, it was about projecting stability and eternal strength. Art, in all its forms, unified the empire. A farmer in Britain and a merchant in Syria could both recognize the emperor's face on a coin. These images reinforced the idea of a single, powerful Rome. Art was the glue that held the empire together, a silent declaration of power. Every portrait and monument was carefully crafted propaganda. Through art, Rome spoke to its people, loudly and clearly, and the message was always the same: Rome is strong, and the emperor is eternal. Roman architecture was more than shelter, it was a statement of power. The Colosseum wasn't just for games, it showcased Rome's engineering might and ability to control crowds. Free spectacles kept the people entertained and loyal, a strategy known as bread and circuses. The Romans' secret weapon was concrete, allowing them to build massive domes and arches. The Pantheon's dome, still the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome, was a marvel meant to inspire awe. Emperors built grand projects, baths, aqueducts, forums to provide for the people and cement their legacy. These buildings were political tools, reminding citizens of the emperor's generosity and power. Roads and triumphal arches symbolized Roman order and military success. Architecture shaped daily life and broadcasted Rome's permanence and superiority. Every structure was a message. Rome is eternal, innovative, and destined to rule. The city itself became a monument to imperial ideology. Roman architecture wasn't just functional, it was propaganda in stone, and its legacy still stands today. Roman art wasn't just about emperors and wars, but also parties, family, and religion. Want a glimpse into what life was like for an ancient Roman? Look no further than the frescoes of Pompeii. Its frescoes, preserved by volcanic ash, reveal what ordinary Romans valued: luxury, leisure, and family. We see banquet scenes, lively parties, and mythological stories decorating their homes. These paintings show a world where myth and reality blended seamlessly. Family portraits like that of Terentius Nero and his wife present real people, proud, literate, and thoughtful. Household shrines, or lararia, were decorated with images of protective gods. Pompeii's art balances the grand monuments of Rome with intimate, personal stories. It reminds us that Roman life was about more than politics and conquest. It was about family meals, religious rituals, and the desire for beauty at home. These frescoes reveal the hopes and dreams of real people. They give a human face to the vast Roman Empire. Through Pompeii, we meet the Romans not as conquerors, but as individuals. Their art brings their world vividly to life. Roman art is a tapestry woven from Greek idealism and Roman realism. It reflects a culture that borrowed, adapted, and innovated. Art was a tool of the state. Sculpture and architecture projected power and unity. The Colosseum and Pantheon were more than buildings. They were statements of Roman genius. Every image reinforced the message of imperial strength. Yet Pompeii's frescoes show us the private side of Roman life: family, faith, and beauty. Roman art lets us see both the grandeur of empire and the intimacy of daily life. It's a key to understanding how Romans saw themselves and wanted to be seen. Their legacy is more than beautiful objects. It's a window into one of history's most influential civilizations. Through their art, the Romans still speak to us today.